NFL quarterback Brett Favre said this week he will not come out of retirement. He said playing football has taken a toll on his health. Bill Rhoden, sports columnist with the New York Times, is here with that and some other sports stories. Bill, good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
This is, I think this was a real shocker to a lot of people. I mean, I think the really scary part, and Favre himself said it was scary, that he said this in a radio interview, that he doesn't actually remember his daughter playing youth soccer for an entire summer. And he said he's getting scared.
Yeah, well, he should be. I mean, there's a lot Brett doesn't want to remember, like his year he spent in New York.
Right.
You know, but I mean, you know, and you know, between the addiction to pain pills and the hit, the bottom line is that NFL players dance to the music, and now they pay to the piper.
Right.
They know it when they go in, and that it's just a matter of time. It's not if, but it's when. And now that generation of the Favre generation, those guys are 40, 42, are starting to get it. And,
are they feeling scared? I mean, from what you're hearing?
Should be. They should be feeling scared because it's going to happen. The game continues to get brutal. And it's going to be memory loss. It's going to be joint. I mean, it's going to really be terrible.
If it's going to happen, and we all know this as a sort of inevitable, sadly, why is this getting so much attention? Is it because he's the most high-profile player to say, I'm really starting to see it?
Well, actually, that's what's going to happen. When you start seeing people like Brett Favre and other people who we cheered for, and all of a sudden they don't know where they are from one day to the next, it's going to bring a lot of attention. And unfortunately, there's really nothing that the league can do about it because the game isn't inherently violent, and I don't care how many rules you change, it is what it is.
But are they going to face more lawsuits? And if they do,
Oh,
how do they handle this?
Oh, no, absolutely.
I mean, it becomes a financial problem and a business problem.
Yeah, well, and I think more than that, it's a moral problem. I mean, that's going to be the thing that ultimately brings the sport down in the next 30, 40 years.
You think it's going to bring the sport down?
Absolutely. A society cannot continue to exist. Now, I'm not going to turn my credential, but you know, a society cannot function when a sport like football is the face of your entertainment value. So eventually, I know right now it seems to be, oh, how can football ever come down? We said the same thing about horse racing. You know, we said the same thing about boxing. We said the same thing about cycling. So no, I think it's just a matter of time, and it's not going to be the legal stuff. It's going to be the moral stuff that brings it down.
Well, you even hear Favre himself saying right now there should be more regulations. I want to talk to you about the other controversy right now involving the Washington Redskins name. Where is this right now? I mean, is there a possibility they really could be changing this name?
Oh, they're going to change it, and I think it has to start with us in the media. Probably for the last 10 years, I've not used it in a column. And I think that whether it's here or whatever else, I think once we stop using that name and we recognize it's a racist name, I think that is what's going to resonate. There will be legislation. Eventually, the name is going to be changed. But I think that it has to start with us in the media to stop using the name.
Well, I think the fact that Oneida Indian officials will meet with NFL officials next week in New York City is a good indication that this is happening.
Oh no, it's gonna happen. This has become sort of the movement for a lot of young people this generation who've gotten radio campaigns, internet campaigns, because you know it's just the time. The name has outlived its usefulness. I mean, we all realize it's not appropriate. Some people are offended. And we have to move on. There's only one person who doesn't realize it, and he owns the team.
Well, but his neighbor has registered a trademark for Washington Bravehearts for use for entertainment in the nature of football games. You think there's a tie here?
Yeah, well, good luck with that. Let's come up with something else.
You don't like that one, huh?
No, I don't like
well,
that
there's one more controversy this week. You know exactly what I'm talking about when I said Red Sox pitcher Jon Lester. People are saying it was Rhoden. I've heard people say it was possibly a booger. I mean, what exactly was he reaching for?
Well, listen. First of all, the guy, the minor league pitcher who said that, remember his name because you're not going to see him ever again. You know, no, but you know, listen, these guys, they're always looking for an edge. You know, if it's not steroids, it's something else. So, you know, I have no doubt that there was something.
We shouldn't be surprised.
No, why should you be surprised? The surprise is that it kind of got caught.
Yeah, that's always the big surprise, right?
Unbelievable.
All right, Bill Rhoden, thanks so much.
Thank you for joining us.